Hi, I am Shaylin Hayes Raymond, and I talk about things that interest me, including mental health, community in general. And today I wanted to make kind of a classic YouTube video. I am on my webcam in my bed, the way YouTube used to be. And I've been on YouTube for a long time. I haven't been creating content that entire time. But back in the day, I would make fan videos for TV shows, videos for The Sims, and just, everything that a girl in 2008 was putting on the internet. But I kind of felt like all of a sudden, in the mid 2010s, YouTube became something way different than it used to be. And I, as a YouTube lover, really liked the content that was just people saying stuff and doing stuff that they were really passionate about, or sharing information and education. And now I feel like almost every video I watch or listen to is the same topic. Like, if there's one topic that's popular, every commentary channel is going to talk about it. Like, for example, skinny talk has been huge right now, and that's the disturbing part of TikTok, where people are being really mean to each other about being fat so that they can lose weight, and that is obviously damaging and terrifying. But it's also very circa Tumblr 2015, so you're not telling me anything I haven't heard on the internet before. But in general, when it comes to YouTube, does anyone else miss like the Jenna Marbles days? Where, yeah, she was like kind of out there, but her content wasn't like super green screened and super overproduced. And like, I've never watched a Mr. Beast video. That's not my type of content. I don't usually watch Let's Plays, even though I'm a gamer. Mostly because if I'm gonna play a game, I just play it myself. But, I'm wondering, as a person who has a career in mental health, as a licensed counseling therapist candidate and everything, what impact does this have on us that the places where we used to engage in what felt like a natural, organic way online, YouTube and even TikTok to a degree, have been so commercialized? When was the last time you watched a video from a creator you liked that didn't have an ad read for Bombas socks? And this is not an ad read for Bombas socks. I hate socks. I have a sensory disorder. I'm never going to wear your socks. But it's like, not only are they getting sponsorships, which, that's cool. They need to make an income from this. But it's just crazy to me that this income that they are making, they've got like all the same sponsorships. It's always NordVPN, Bombas socks, that one weird law firm that's always trying to prey on people. And to me, it's just really weird. And that's why I'm kind of here today, raw, no makeup, from a bed. Well, I guess I have nail polish on, but, that was there before I woke up. And I think I woke up a little nostalgic. And I woke up in a way that, I don't know, I feel like I miss old YouTube. Back in the day when even celebrities like Jordan Pruitt and Ashley Tisdale, they were just making weird content on the internet. Even Selena Gomez and I think Miley Cyrus did, and Demi Lovato, like in their era, like it wasn't, curated TikTok videos. It was just natural, organic, just talking to each other. And I think a lot of that is missing in society. And I think that is leading to even more loneliness. And of course, we have a lot of people who are lonely and who are seeking community, and they're seeking friendship. And it can be hard when most people are online now. And of course, there's a huge growing community of people who are having parasocial relationships with these online creators. And I feel like in 2008 or 2009, yeah, we could really love our creators. We enjoyed their content. We thought they were great. But at least for me, we weren't like seeing them as something larger than life. It was more like some guy down the street that has the same interests, and it's cool to hang out for a bit. But now YouTubers are almost these huge celebrities on their own, which I'm not begrudging anybody the success. I think the success is good, and I think that's healthy, and I don't know, but for me, I don't think that's like a reason why I would want to make content. It's even weird calling a vlog content to me. I mean, I've always been an author, I've always been a writer, so I do enjoy sharing stories. I enjoy, providing psychoeducation as a therapist, but I also just really miss YouTube. And I have a couple YouTubers that I watch that are like in their 30s like me, and they're not like, they're like OG internet. They just sit in front of a camera and tell you what they think, and then they go away. They're not like editing crazy things. And I think there's so much production value put into something that would be better off with authenticity, and I miss that. And I noticed recently that the Philip DeFranco show, I had stopped watching for a while. I used to watch it every single day, like religiously. Then I stopped for a few years. I don't remember why. I think it just got overproduced and I got bored. I started watching him again, and his set is like so much more stripped down. It's more casual. And honestly, I was like, yeah, we're back to that. We're back to basics. And I really, really enjoyed that. And I've been watching his content again because it feels like the heart is back. And I'm not begrudging these creators for having sponsorships and for making an income. That totally makes sense. But I just feel so weird that YouTube, which was a space for community, for special interests, for sharing knowledge, for sharing just even nerdy gossip, has become this like over commercialized, distilled version of everybody following the algorithm. Everybody's thumbnails look the same, with the same format. Everybody's titles are clickbaity, like, to get attention, I'll have to name this, YouTube sucks now, let's go back to 2006. And funny story, I never actually made a Gmail account. My YouTube account is older than Gmail owning it. And I refused to make a Gmail account at the time. So they made one for me. So my first ever Gmail account was just because of the acquisition of YouTube by Google. So I've been here for a long time. I've been lurking for a long time. I, consume a lot of YouTube content. I like YouTube. But I also just wish that we could go back to a place where creators felt safer with authenticity. And I know that doesn't always pay the bills, but I think the audience is getting burnt out on all this content, all these shopping hauls, all these ad reads, and I think we really could benefit from going back to a place of just sharing ideas, sharing who we are, sharing our own take on the world. I'm always very interested when people share their expertise. Like, I like listening to experts talk about their fields. I like watching people comment on actual stories that are impacting the communities around us, even though I think some of the commentary channels get a little overzealous and think they're like super journalists, and I think a little bit of it gets a little shaky on what is drama and what's not. YouTube at times can be more of a TMZ than a MSNBC, which you might hate both of those, and I'm Canadian, so I don't know, I don't watch them. But I think my point of this overall stripped down video is that I think for me, and I cannot talk for anybody else, but for me, I prefer YouTube when it's more of a stripped down, nitty gritty, let's talk about things kind of deal. So, my plan for this channel is to talk about mental health, misophonia, my own experiences, the things I enjoy. There might be some beauty, there might be some gaming, there could be my books, could be anything really. But at the end of the day, I just want to be here, be part of the conversation, share my thoughts, and, hopefully share some thoughts that you enjoy or that you want to talk about. So, have a great day.